Hike the ball, hand it to him, reacts, boom. Let me just run into someone's freaking ass real quick. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. We are here to talk about the running backs. Yes, the Houston Texans did some moves this offseason and got themselves a true running back one and former Cincinnati Bengals running back Joe Mixon. We're going to talk a little bit about him. We're going to talk a lot about Dameon Pierce. We're going to talk a lot about that running back two battle in Jordan. And we're also going to be getting into why I think the Houston Texans are not valuing the running back position enough. I will be getting into that in just a moment. But before I do, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Yes, 10K. We are still only 200 away from 8,000 subscribers. Again, so appreciative every single one of y'all that has liked, commented, subscribed. So while you're at it, guys, go ahead and smash that like button. Easiest smash of your life. Go down in the comments section below. Let me know, how do you feel about the running back position? And yeah, we're all pretty high on Joe Mixon, but specifically, I want to talk about what are the Texans' plans at running back two, because there is a lot of confidence with Dameon Pierce, but he is going to be in a battle with a 6th-round pick in Jordan. So with that being said, we're going to be looking at the roster right now and only going to be looking at the running back position. Boom, there we go. This is from ESPN. The Houston Texans site actually hasn't had an updated roster as of yet. So yeah, we're just going to go with ESPN. We're going to run it like that. Now, I understand there's some undrafted running backs that they got as well. I believe there's a guy from British Columbia that a lot of guys were pretty high on. He's not listed here, and I ain't going to talk about it. So, oh well. I want to talk about the running back position real quick. And I told you I'm going to start off with my concerns. And I think the biggest concern for me is the Houston Texans viewpoint with the running back position. And I look across the rest of the NFL, and it's completely different. The Houston Texans don't value the running back position enough, in my opinion. I look at the Miami Dolphins, and they went ahead and drafted a Jalen Wright out of Tennessee. They already had Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane. They went ahead and still drafted a rookie running back out of Tennessee and Jalen Wright, super speedy guy. They already have depth at running back, but they still went and got one. Somebody that runs an outside zone running scheme, somebody that runs that Shanahan system. I go to the 49ers. They went and traded up for the teammate of Jordan, Isaac Guerendo, who was credited amongst many NFL draft scouts the best outside zone runner in this NFL draft. And the 49ers got Christian McCaffrey, and they got Mitchell, backup running back. I can't think of his first name right now. It's blanking on me, whatever. They went ahead and did that. They got the best running back in the game and a solid backup running back as well, and still drafted a rookie in Isaac Guerendo. Okay, then I go look at the Houston Texans. They do not address the running back position until the 6th round. Yeah, they drafted a running back, but how much confidence do you have in Dameon Pierce? And this is what is a good segue. Dameon Pierce was just talked about with Nick Caserio and mentioned that there's a lot of confidence with Dameon Pierce going into running back 2 area next year. I don't know if I have that same confidence. When I saw Dameon Pierce last year, he just looked lost. He looked like he didn't fit the scheme. He just wasn't reading the blocks well enough, just picking a lane and just going through that lane only. Just a read, not even a read. He just hiked the ball, hand it to him, reacts, boom. Let me just run into someone's freaking ass real quick. What? Pause. Dameon Pierce looked like a better kick returner. How much does that affect him, though, with the new rule kicking in place? I don't know if he's still going to be an effective kick returner. Plus, when I talk about kick returners, you just drafted Jordan, known for his special teams. You still have Steven Sims, who returned a punt for you last year. Tank Dell's a break glass in case of emergency, but he can do that as well for you. Dameon Pierce, I don't know if he's going to be as effective with that new rule. Like I said, I don't have a lot of confidence in him as a running back too. It's more like hope. I will cling on to the hope that he could figure out this scheme and figure out what it is that needs to be figured out for him to be an effective backup running back, because you're going to need it. Joe Mixon has a lot of tread on his tires. And I'm not saying he's going to break down, but he's getting near that age now where you got to be looking at the running back position. And plus, Joe Mixon is only here for 1 year. The Houston Texans, they did not do enough, in my opinion, to address this position. You got Dameon Pierce. You drafted Jawar Jordan, who is going to be 25 next year. He's 5'9", I want to say 195. I think that was his height and weight splits. Super fast guy, runs faster than his 40 says. Really good receiving, running back, as well as running the ball. Like, he averaged about, I want to say, 5 or 6 yards a carry in his 5 seasons in the ACC. So yeah, he's a solid running back. At least that's what it looks like on paper. Mel Kiper had a really good high draft grade on him as well. So you got a running back 2 battle between Dameon Pierce and Jawar Jordan. After that, there's nothing else really. Unless Jawar Jordan really transforms himself into an effective running back 2 or Dameon Pierce, then you have some depth. The only problem is now is that you have 4 running backs. And what is the problem? Well, the problem is you also have a fullback. So now you got 5 backs, really. I don't see them doing that. And I would love to see them move Brevin Jordan to the fullback position, considering you drafted Kate Stover. That's another conversation for another day. We're only talking about running backs here. If you're still watching, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Joe Mixon is going to be a really good running back for you. I think he's going to fit this scheme perfectly, obviously. The Cincinnati Bengals run a similar scheme, just a little bit different verbiage. Dameon Pierce and Jawar Jordan, there's a lot of pressure on both of them to be effective running back 2s. If they both don't work out, and considering Jawar Jordan's a 6th-round pick, Dameon Pierce, if he doesn't work out, I mean, what are you going to do with the running back position? The rest of the NFL addressed their needs and actually added more depth to bolster their running back positions that were already great. The Houston Texans did not do enough to address this position, in my opinion. If you disagree, go ahead and drop it down in the comment section. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.